A new series now on BBC Two looking at the work of investigators, beginning with how they're dealing with a massive problem facing the music industry.
Behind the scenes of the pop industry, a thriving criminal underworld.
This is a counterfeit, ladies and gentlemen, by George Michael.
Worldwide, £3 billion are stolen every year by pirates. Pop detectives go on the trail.
George Michael wouldn't be very pleased if he saw this.
We're not up there with the stars. Somebody's bleeding them. We're just trying to help them to cut the hemorrhages.
A music fair here is being raided. Debbie Liddy is an investigator for the British phonographic industry. She's following up reports of unauthorised recordings, known as bootlegs, on sale by 3 traders in this church hall in South Wales. Her colleague, Derek Varnells, is the world's leading expert on pirated music. A former sound engineer with the Moody Blues, not much gets past him.
Okay, I'll have a quick peek. Okay, bootleg. Bootleg.
This anti-piracy is the British arm of the music industry's police force.
1 in 3 music carriers is a pirate.
And this is the international branch, based in London. Ian Grant, formerly head of narcotics for the Hong Kong police, now runs a team of ex-detectives and intelligence officers. Their job, to coordinate the worldwide fight against piracy.
There we go. This is a raid in Italy, market stalls by the police there. You're probably aware that we're doing quite a lot of work with the anti-mafia police in Naples. This is the largest pirate market in Russia. Russia's got the largest pirate market in the world.
Oh, it's a bootleg. This is U2, recorded in... Oh, spelling mistake, that's very nice. It's recorded in Hamburg. Recorded inside somebody's hat.
Legally, Derek and Debbie can't make arrests or seize pirate CDs. For this, they need trading standards or police. But to traders, they're the enemy.
Who do we hurt? I mean, that's what I would say. I mean, we don't twist people's arms to buy them. I mean, it's a free country.
No, I don't feel sorry for them at all. Public are being ripped off. The quality is very poor. These people are not paying any tax. I've always paid my taxes.
This is a raid in China. You notice that the police officers are actually unholstered their weapons.
Piracy costs the industry £3 billion a year, more than the annual turnover of the Hollywood film industry. To meet this threat, record companies are paying £20 million a year on investigators.
Weapons, and they were wearing full combat fatigues.
Oh, look at this. £39, 3 CD set, Grateful Dead. That's a lot of pocket money, £39.
Derek's aim is not only to find the CDs, but also where they're being made. The key to beating the pirates is to close their factories. Of the 600 CDs seized here today, some were made locally.
Found one. The cranberry's unplugged. This has only just come down the road.
Almost 500,000 bootleg CDs were pressed at this now derelict plant near Merthyr Tydfil in Wales. A court case last year drove it into receivership. But the anti-piracy team wants to know where PCY's got its master CDs, the start of the manufacturing process. They've taken away CD samples for tests. At the BPI London headquarters, Derek keeps his bootleg booty in the basement.
This is our store where we keep all the material in court cases. All along the top and along the end we've got the product library, which is, if you like, our black museum. Examples of all the illegal products that we've got hold of in the past few years. Various artists.
There are two main types of illegal recordings: bootlegs and counterfeits.
A counterfeit is a replica of an original recording. Over here we've got quite a good counterfeit of the Eagles. If we open it up, we can see that the discs are very similar. Another counterfeit, not so good, as you can see there's the artwork is different, is the Diana Princess of Wales tribute album. And you can tell this one's counterfeit because of the spelling mistakes. Barbara Streisand. Bootlegs are unauthorised recordings. They're mainly concerts and are generally very poor quality. This Rolling Stones one is a particularly bad one. This one is the Rolling Stones playing their hit number one called The Last Time. Nobody would ever know.
The scale of piracy appalls many artists. Ace of Base has been a hit across Europe, especially with the pirates.
In Russia, I think 1 of 10 we're selling is our own. 9 of 10 is piracy or something.
I think it's 1 of 100 actually.
Yeah, maybe even more. Yeah.
Amazingly, some bands side with bootleggers against what they see as the fat cat record companies.
If it's someone who really has nothing and, you know, it's their way of just making a quick buck, well, there's much worse crimes going on in the world.
The BPI also has to deal with lawyers who say bootleggers do no harm.
My clients are music enthusiasts. Their activities are very small scale. The sums of money involved are frequently fairly small. And yet they are the subject of these extraordinarily draconian actions by the music industry's private police force.
My name's David Martin. I'm the head of operations in the anti-piracy unit of the British phonographic industry. My colleague's name is Derek Varnells, and he's...
Above all, the BPI wants to stop the source of illegal CDs. First stop is to visit legitimate plants to make sure they do not accidentally agree to manufacture pirate CDs.
The pirate doesn't want you to find out what he's making. If you're getting somebody who's got a spurious face label, this particular one doesn't have the name of the artist on it, you know, that would be highly suspicious.
The industry has one key weapon. It gets each factory to engrave a source identification code on each master recording. Every master generates several stampers, from which CDs are copied by the thousand. The code acts like a fingerprint, allowing investigators to trace the ultimate source of every CD.
Well, Peter, finding that these fall into two groups.
Derek meets up with Peter Wallace, his colleague from the international branch, to examine the CDs from PCYs in Wales.
Horseshoe.
They're looking for clues about where it was mastered. First, Derek identifies the CDs he believes were mastered by the same plant. They then look for the source identification code.
Well, I know it's difficult to see at your age, Derek.
Thank you very much.
Nearly all have been scratched out.
You work from the street up. You get the product, you work it back to the replicating facility, and then to the mastering facility, and then the person who ordered it. Mastering is a very important target area for us because of the potential. One stamper which has been mastered can produce as many as 100,000 discs.
Yeah,
Derek and Peter make a breakthrough. On one CD, the code's still visible. It's a result. This will identify the mastering plant.
Relates to a facility in Switzerland. I hate to think how many they've been mastering.
Amsterdam. and the anti-piracy unit's getting back to basics.
If there's more than 50% of the sound carriers present on the stand itself, the whole of the stand will be seized.
Peter Wallace chairs a meeting of the heads of anti-piracy teams across Europe. They're planning a blitz at an international music fair tomorrow.
Just got it this morning.
Because a lot of the Brits give Mickey Mouse names anyway.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
That we've got the names, you know.
Next day, the investigators swoop.
Like this, right? It's an example of how they're selling the bootlegs now.
Straight away, they find something suspicious.
Like this, and you have to order it.
Yeah, you have to order it from this guy here.
The stallholder tries to talk his way out of trouble.
Duck out the way.
Excuse me. How could I order that from you?
Yeah.
Have you got it now?
Sorry, I'm myself, and I don't like bootlegs. So we recorded that.
Right.
For a friend, for a few friends.
Okay, so you've not got that here then?
No.
So that's an advertisement, it says there?
That's no price, it's just for friends. I could sell you a tape or nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, it's obviously available, yeah?
He said it's not available, it's not for sale. Well, you read that, didn't you?
Yeah, but it obviously is, yeah.
Crap,
If you were in front of it.
Yeah.
The man on the right has been caught red-handed trying to leave the fair.
They checked his bags and he had a bag full of bootlegs. So various artists, Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney. So it just goes to show that there weren't all nice people here.
David Martin finds a friend from England.
It's Steve, isn't it? Yeah. Hi Steve, Dave Martin. I think we've maybe met before, but from BPI.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The Dutch undercover team has Steve's stall marked.
Do you know what a bootleg is? Well, I'd say most of these things used to be bought in like second hand and things, so you know, whatever.
It's unclogged.
Yeah.
It's a bootleg.
Yeah.
Recorded live in Belgium, also bootleg.
Yeah.
David also finds evidence of his worst nightmare, digital compression technology. This enables pirates to put several albums onto a single CD. It can even be downloaded from the internet. For the industry, it could be devastating.
I rather suspect that looking at this, they've downloaded from MP3 technology, so they could have, say, 150 tracks on here.
So potentially a little bit damaging to the...
Very damaging to the industry, yeah, extremely damaging. Steve, excuse me, where did you get this from? Can you remember?
Not really, no. It's some guy in England who bought them off.
How many tracks on there?
I think there's every Beatle album.
Every Beatle album, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, I was amazed when I put it on, like, you know, have a look at it.
2 dealers are arrested. Steve receives a warning and has his bootlegs confiscated. But pirates don't have to travel to sell their wares these days. The internet enables pirates to advertise illegal CDs internationally. Investigator Jolyon Ben has to distinguish between the genuine fans and the commercial bootleggers. He thinks he's got one.
This is a chap, and he's got an extensive list on here of Led Zeppelin audio tapes and videotapes. What's this got here? Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, Coverdale Page, Jimi Hendrix, Hole, Marillion. I'm just curious, really, as to you know, why he's got such a wide selection and why he's offering them to the general public. What we want to do is to perhaps talk to the trading standards for the area where this chap is.
The industry's digital nightmare has also hit the high streets, with do-it-yourself CD recorders with prices to suit every pirate's pocket.
And how much do these machines cost? What would be the stand?
The IDE internal version is now £200 including VAT.
Recordable CDs cost £1 each.
When we know people are coming in to buy 5 or 10, we know obviously it's for their own use. When someone comes in to buy 50 or 100, you have to start wondering what they're using it for.
At Camden Town's weekend market, home-recorded CDs are widely available. Piracy no longer needs professional mastering in factories. The BPI has been asked to help the police.
I'm Sergeant Radford from Kentish Town. Also, we've received information that you're selling CDs which infringe the Trademark Act.
Hidden underneath, all bootleg.
Sorry, say that again?
We found quite a lot hidden underneath. All appeared to be bootleg. all various. Got Bob Dylan.
That's private, they're my own CDs. They're not
Why'd you bring them here then?
Sorry?
Why'd you bring them here?
They don't have space for them.
Oh right. It's just porky, isn't it? They're all here. City's got no space for them, but they're all underneath.
Sure enough, they find home-recorded CDs among this lot.
Not there, Debbie?
Well done, Derek.
CDRs. It's just got Wembley Arena on it with just a date.
Okay.
So these are made they're recordables. So it could be his master. So it could be like, say, Bob Dylan on that, and then he would copy the rest of the CDs from that.
We're done. Mind your head. Sit.
Back at base, who better to give the bootlegs the critical once-over than Derek?
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. 2 CDRs here. NY, possibly Neil Young. So just see if you can see whether it is Neil Young. If he's got that droning nasal voice, it's Neil Young.
Do you know what Neil Young sounds
I
like?
do, droning nasal voice. Don't play this back to him. Not very extravagant in his artwork, is he?
Debbie comes with a legal dossier. She hopes will establish an open and shut case of bootlegging.
If he puts his hands up in an interview, then we're looking at caution.
Fine.
If he says, as usual, Colin Davis, no comment, then we'll do a charge.
Okay.
Up to him.
Okay.
The stallholder calls his brief and chooses to fight the charge in court.
My client's been charged with a number of offences under the Copyright Act. He maintains absolutely his innocence. The defence specifically challenges the BPI's right to stand as experts in cases of this sort. Thank you very much indeed. It's raining.
Thank you.
Today, Jolyon's going shopping. Even in the high street, pirate CDs are sometimes sold in the form of unlicensed compilations by famous artists. The pirates have simply stolen the songs from legitimate records. The artist Jolyon's concentrating on today is Frank Sinatra.
There are so many record companies out there putting out Frank Sinatra compilations and making a lot of money off it that it really does have to be dealt with very seriously.
To catch the pirate takes the ears of an expert, musicologist Alan Leeming.
Okay.
Jolyon and Alan are trying to prove the suspect CD is an illegal compilation of existing studio recordings. Alan looks for minute errors in the original to see if they're repeated in the suspect disc.
Look for mistakes and correlate that with the suspect one and hope the same mistakes happen in the same place. And then you're nicked. So, we'll see. There probably won't be any because those were well done. Let's have a listen. Is it an earthquake? Or some... You got one. Did you hear that? He's just pulled the string slightly, caught his finger on the string, I'm not quite sure which. Listen, I'll show you. Is it an earthquake? Right, let's see if we've got it on the suspect one at the same time. Now, it should be theoretically about 15 seconds in. Let's see if we've got it or not. Cross fingers. Is it an earthquake? Yeah, got you.
2 more errors were found, and writs have been issued to stop the pirate doing things his way. Debbie and Jolyon are in Liverpool, following up the case of the suspected internet pirate. Receiving over. First step is to carry out surveillance on the house. looking for anything suspicious.
You're not wrong there. I'm going to turn left here, mate.
You'd normally look for movement, basically, if he's going out at various times during the day, where he's going, you'd follow him, any contacts that he might make, or if he's visiting anybody, if there's product, maybe boxes of stuff going into the premises, you'd look out for.
This is the house on the right, and there's a clue here.
Yeah, Bravo from Delta.
There are 2 front rooms at the front of the property. Whilst one has got curtains open and lights on, the other one is all the curtains are closed off.
Well, I'm more suspicious of curtains being kept drawn all day, because in my experience, there's normally stuff behind there, because they don't want people to see in the front, in through the windows. Over.
Next day, Debbie and Jolyon joined the trading standards in a raid on the suspect's house.
People are from the BPI, which represents the record companies.
Right.
Good morning, sir. My name's Steve Howard. I'm an Area Trading Standards Officer with Knowsley Council. Now, the reason we're here today, we've received information from the BPI that an internet page is being operated from this address, and through that internet page copies of audio recordings and video recordings are being made available.
I've got some CDRs, but I can't.
Those are your masters, aren't they? Yeah.
The man denied he's a commercial bootlegger.
Is that everything? Not left anything, have we? Nope. Okay.
They seized 450 audio cassettes, 100 videos and computer equipment.
It's a small-scale operation, but nonetheless, with him having a website, he's got international contacts. I'm very pleased. I really didn't expect to see certainly the quantity that we saw in there.
Back in the international arena, Peter's in Naples. He's after some of the world's most dangerous pirates, the Mafia, or as they're known here, the Camorra.
An investigation's been ongoing in the city that has led us to believe that there's large-scale manufacturing and distribution of illegal CDs and music cassettes. So we're here to assist the police in some raids which will hopefully uncover some of those areas. Corruption is rife in a city like Naples. There's only a small knit area of the police force that are aware of this investigation, and that's how most of their operations carry on. It's quite a dangerous place to be, in fact. This is the briefing. This is an Italian style briefing.
Police believe that £300,000 is being stolen each month through music piracy in Naples alone. Today the target is storage houses from which illegal CDs are distributed.
The Camorra gangs in Naples, they run the streets. They'll be involved in a myriad of criminal activities anywhere they can make money, and where they make a profit in one area, they will reinvest that in other areas. So you may well see profits from music piracy being reinvested in the drug activities of the same group.
The first police raid, a small warehouse on the outskirts of town.
This is the #1 album in the UK as we stand here today. The CDs themselves are copied locally onto CDRs. So a definite counterfeit and product that sells all over the market and certainly sells very well, unfortunately.
Paperwork discovered during the raid suggests another location. There's more. It's not just local material, but CDs intended for worldwide distribution.
Far more
CDs in this part of the warehouse. Again, CDRs, but there are also some that are replicated at CD plants as well. So there's a fair mixture here. So some that you could class as local repertoire and sold locally, and certainly some that you would class as internationally sold.
Even better, there's information which may lead investigators to where the CDs were made. The pirates have been careless. They've left a trail.
China. You see this? Yeah. Let's just explain this. We've got some more information here. China Airlines packaging, and we can follow on the inquiries into the airline, the shipments, and we can pass it over to our Asian equivalents who can look into the areas just to see if we can track down the sources of manufacturing.
The best is yet to come.
Oh, hey, that is bingo. Bingo. We've got lots more. Yeah. It looked like it's an extension of the other premises. But more stock. In fact, 5,000 or 6,000 a year alone. Possibly more. There's everything here, including the kitchen sink.
If you want to multiply what we saw today many times, you'd probably come up with a more accurate figure of what we're looking at just in the city of Naples.
By tackling CD piracy, the police believe they're cutting the funds which sponsor other mafia crimes.
Yeah. You pleased? Good? Yeah. Bueno.
They've seized 20,000 CDs and got vital intelligence.
We learn from what we found today, intelligence that will take us to the other areas where the product has been manufactured and mastered. The intention always is to find the source.
Back in England, it's time for a spring clean, a job the anti-piracy unit relishes.
Counterfeits. These are from Bulgaria, these by customs.
These CDs are destined for the crusher.
Right, more Bulgarians, I think. Yeah. Annie Lennox, there she goes. It's not the music that the public should be having in their hands. They should buy the real stuff. Good quality stuff, not this rubbish. Good riddance, actually, not goodbye. Just glad that it's gone and gives us more room back at base to fill up with all the new seizures. There will be more, because the optimistic pirates think they're not going to be caught, but they will, again and again.
The second biggest spectator sport in the country, the greyhound racing industry's police force is the subject next Monday at 7.